Well, hello everyone, and welcome to UFO on the Cover. I know it's been a while since I've done any of these shows. I've just been busy between Hurricane Zeta and Hurricane Ida. My daytime job, my construction company has been busy as hell. And the last 2 years, I have been traveling out to California to Fridays of the Future to work press out there. I'm not even caught up from that yet. I've still got tons of pictures to put up. I've still got interviews to post. The guest with us tonight, her interview with her, Tom, and Larry. It's Echo Tom and Larry. It's a great interview. I should go catch up. It is available. Last time I checked, it was well over 100,000 people had listened to it. So y'all go by and check it out. It's an entertaining interview, and I'll leave it at that. But tonight I have Echo Chernik. Is that how you say your last name?
Chernik, yes.
Yeah. For some reason, I had T stuck in my mind the whole time. Y'all don't feel bad. I called her Eco last year, the whole year. She was very sweet. I'm surprised she didn't slap the crap out of me somewhere along the way. Joe, it's English, man. It's Echo. Anyway, we're just gonna leave that alone for now.
I figured it was a Southern thing.
It probably is some coon ass thing that got loose. She has fabulous artwork, which I'm going to show you in just a little while. We're going to talk about, but she's also a judge for Writers of the Future. And I know I get a lot of flack about the Writers of the Future thing about, the judges get paid thousands of dollars and they don't give up their time. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Echo's still waiting for her paycheck now. She comes down from up north in where you at? Washington, right? Seattle.
I'm in Seattle, yeah.
So she comes down from Seattle and she donates her time, people. Yes, she donates her time to help all these young struggling artists. And there's a bunch of them. Every year there's 12 that come. Well, last year there was 24. God rest everybody's soul for that. But there was 12 this year, and they do a fabulous job with these people. And it's amazing to me how much talent that I actually get to meet, not just with the judges, but with the winners as well. It always amazes me because, I can't draw a stick man. I mean, you give me digital art and I still can't draw a stick man. I'm telling you, I can have a computer art of it and it'd still come out like some weird stick man thing. So I appreciate talent. I really do. And you're fabulous. I guess last year I didn't get to see as much as your art as I did this year.
No, I don't think so. I don't know why. I think you were tied up in interviews and you never got to see.
And somehow the authors got hold to us last year. And I did get lucky one night. What's his name? Sanchez. How you say his last name? I am tongue tied now for some reason.
Who are we talking about?
Year before last, not this year with us, but year before last.
Writer judge or illustrator judge?
He was a judge. He was an illustrator judge.
Illustrator judge.
Yeah, he was at the party with you and Tom and I the night of the gala.
Dan Dos Santos.
Yeah, Santos.
Yes.
Why I can't say his name. So I got to see some of his, but I learned more about shading that man from an hour than I did in the last 40 years. That's just pathetic on my part. But for some reason, right after one of his courses, I caught all of the winners and brought them. I think I brought 12 or 14 up at one time. I missed a good steak dinner and everything to get those interviews. I just sat there and did interviews from, I think it was like 6 in the afternoon till well into 1, 2 o'clock into the morning.
Oh, the sacrifices you make.
Yeah, they were good interviews. And, and I say this with the exception of you and Tom and a few others, most of the illustrators, especially the ones who are just winning, have a hard time doing radio interviews. Authors, not so much. I can't shut them up, but the illustrators, it's a little different with the illustrators. They're a little bit more quiet, a little bit more.
They're a little shy, even at the beginning of the week. A lot of them takes a little while to kind of draw them out of their shell.
Yes.
But one of the things we teach there is about how illustration is a business, and you have to promote yourself and pitch yourself, and talk to people. So they get a little better at it. We make them practice.
Yes, I know y'all work the hell out of them is what y'all do. I got to be honest with y'all. People say anybody who ever, if you're lucky enough to win writers or illustrators, just know you're going to get work that week. I'm just going to be honest with you. There's no reason to lie.
We want to send you home like invigorated and exhausted.
Yes, so. And you learn so much. I mean, if I had any talent, I could probably actually draw now. I mean, really, when you sit there and listen and go through these classes, and the whole time, because I'm working press, so I'm watching Echoes up there doing her thing. And I'm watching everybody in the class. They all got their pads out, or they either got their digital pads out or a pad and pencil out, one or the other. I notice it varies from person to person, which they feel most comfortable with. But they're all just drawing away. I'm thinking, damn, let me go get my stick man.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful thing, people, if you can win and you can get there. And again, I'll say this before we get more into Echo stuff. Everything is blind judged. if you manage to get your name there, the judges are not going to see your name. They're not going to see your hair color, not going to see your eye color, not going to know what sex you are. They're not going to know anything other than what was handed, whether it was an illustration or whether it was a book, or I should say a short book, because it's 17,000 words. So I still don't feel like that's short, but we're just going to leave
Yeah.
that alone.
We get the artwork, and that's all we see. We don't see anything else. So we end up with winners that are all different ages and from all different countries, which is really cool. But they're all talented and all there because they love art. So
Well, I have liked the fact that they've got a lot more winners from outside the USA now, so that's kind of nice. Well, we had 3 Aussies this year and
yep.
3 from the UK, and then Natalie was from Spain. And
Last year we had quite a few from China, I believe.
yes, it's a weird thing. We even had one from Iran. It's a strange mix. I mean, we go out to everywhere in the world, so that helps you a little bit. But I mean, L. Ron Hubbard's been all over the planet for eons. I should say decades. But so I mean, it's a lot of it's out there. And when I ask people where they, how they heard about y'all, this, that, or other thing, always looking for somewhere to submit something, and the name just popped up, and it's just nice that it comes up in searches like that. It makes it way easier on y'all.
Yeah.
And guys, just submit. That's all I can tell you. You can't win if you don't submit.
And submit quarterly, because it's free.
Yes.
And just because you don't win one quarter doesn't mean your work wasn't awesome. They might, I look for a certain balance to send over to the other judges. And so sometimes I get pieces that I'm like, oh, I hope they submit next quarter. So just make sure you keep submitting.
Yes, because if you don't submit, you can't win. That's what it comes
Oh.
down to. And I got to say, from the amount of work I've seen, it's worth submitting, guys. And half the people there was getting jobs before they were leaving. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, we try.
Yes, we do. And don't forget, guys and girls, I should have got his name for the show. There is a gaming company down. He's a big one, and he's hiring 100 jobs down here. Some are going to be programmers, some are going to be illustrators, some are going to be story writers. But he's hiring 100 minimum starting pay, $100K a year. So if you got talent, you might want to check into the guy. I made sure I told everybody in LA before I left. But guys, I mean, it's out there. Just become part of it. Now, getting back to Echo and this fabulous artwork she's got here. First off, we were looking at other artwork, which we're going to show you on a little bit. That's not actually on the screen yet. Hold on, while I'm thinking about this, let me bring this other page.
I sent you some emails with some of them.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull them up right now while we're talking.
Stuff.
It's well, I don't know what it is. We're trying to lose StreamYard today. So anyway, we're just going to pop this up on the screen so y'all can take a peek. And if you enlarge the screen, people, you can see everything. So it's boom, boom, boom.
Well, you'll never see everything because I have a lot of work.
Yes,
I'm actually in my gallery right now. I have a gallery in Fairhaven, Washington, which is it's a brick and mortar gallery. I can try to show you. See, there's my gallery out there.
Yes,
it goes all the way back into the other room. So,
and if y'all are up in the wonderful city of Seattle, y'all can go visit. Well, you can buy online too, right?
Oh yeah, you can buy it online.
Before we move on, I know you have the virtual gallery. Why don't you tell everybody about that a little bit? Because
I've set up. I have an Oculus now, and so I set up a 3D virtual gallery. If you have an Oculus, or you can go to it on your website too, which is really cool. And it's Frame VR, FRAMEVR.io/Echo Chernik. And you can just go in there, and you're in this 3D gallery. If you're on your Oculus, you have to put it in the browser and then go into the immersive web experience button, and you'll end up in the 3D gallery. So
y'all need to check it out, guys. It looked badass from what I was seeing on the screen. And I didn't do it because I was busy doing other stuff, but I was watching. I always love watching 3D to start off with because people are moving around.
Well, it's the future. It's finally gotten, with the Oculus only being like $300 now. It's gotten to the point where it's affordable, and there's some really. I was encouraging the illustrators down there. It's a really great way to exercise because you can put it on there. Some great exercise programs. Get up, play a little Beat Saber when your arms fall asleep from drawing, and get things going and get back to drawing again. So, so it's the future.
It is the future, and it's the way to. If you're going to sell, it's also the future. Well, I mean, everything's online now. I mean, there's not much I buy in brick and mortar anymore. I mean, other than maybe cars, I gotta be honest, I buy most everything online. Well, clothes, I'm sorry. I actually got to feel the texture of the clothes before I buy it. Now, if it's something I bought before, like the shirts I'm wearing right now, and I know what company they come from, I'll buy them online too, because I know what size I wear. But all I can say is everyday stores are in trouble. It's cheaper, it's faster. I don't have to leave my house. I call it Amazon's here. lately Amazon's be delivering the next day. I know everybody keeps telling me we're on a shortage and we can't get anything, but for some reason, another Amazon's been getting me everything the next day. Maybe they know I gripe a lot or I complain a lot. So first off, I go, what even made you decide you could draw? I mean, you started as a kid, or
Yeah, I like to draw as a kid, and I was good at it. And then when I was in high school, my art teacher sat my parents down and told them, "Hey, this kid's really talented." And they're like, "Oh, of course she is." And he's like, "No, no, no, really." And they're like, "Yeah." They're like, "No, no, really." So he encouraged them to sign me up for a like a drawing program during the summer. And they said if I liked it, I could. They When I came back, they'd build me a studio in the basement, and I did. And so they built me a studio, and then I decided to go to art school. So I went to Pratt for illustration. And I like commercial illustration. I like actually illustrating with a purpose as opposed to fine art. I mean, fine art's nice, but I like having
oh yeah,
like
I
a
can understand.
problem to solve. So a lot of the Echo-X site is most of my commercial work, which was for particular clients. So
Yeah, and she got a long list of them, by the way. Uh,
Miller, Coors, Nascar, Trek, Celestial Seasonings, Jose
yes.
Cuervo, DeKuiper, the Post Office, the military. Um, yeah, whole bunch of people. So
I was listening to you and Tom. Well, it was the second to last night before it was over with, and I was going, Jesus, between them, they've done everybody in the country. I was like, it's a good thing for the. I don't want to. I always revert to youngins, and ladies and gentlemen, don't get me wrong, because the winners there are not youngins. Don't get me. There was young as 17 or 16, but there was as old as 70.
we had
Maybe
as young as 15.
yeah. And then so I mean you can get in young and you can get in old because I got to say the last 3 years I've got to meet everybody. There were people 50, 60, 40, 50, 60, and even 70 in one year. So guys, I guess you're never too old. That's all I can
No,
tell you. And now we were talking about both writing and oh, speaking of that, how's Lazarus doing?
he's doing great.
Is
He
he?
just popped in to say hi. He just waved it.
Oh, I
So
didn't even see him. I did see him. And anyway, we'll talk about him another time, guys. He'll be coming on the show. Matter of fact, there's an interview with him posted to SoundCloud. Y'all can go check it out. It's also on YouTube if you want to see his lovely face. It's on YouTube. It was the last night before we all hauled butt out of there. So be sure to go check it out. Like with Michael Talbot, that's another good interview.
cool.
You see now the illustrators did pretty good this year. I got to give them credit. Even though some of them only got 7 or 11 minutes, but still, I was happy with
Oh, I
7.
can talk forever. So
But you're easy, but you've been doing it a while too.
I'm easy. I have lots of things to talk about.
Oh wait, I'm now. What am I? Wait, was that? Hold on, let me go back.
What
Oh,
do you
that's just
want? You're
pictures.
on.
I was looking at. I just seen a deck
Those
of
are
cards
Patrick
that sounded like
Rothfuss
that.
cards. I did this with Pat Rothfuss, who was one of the winners of Writers of the Future. Those are for the Name of the Wind card deck.
Now I might have to get you a design here.
That's Pico.
It's
That's a book cover I did.
I need another specialty tarot card deck. Oh, I love these tea things.
Green teas, yeah. I did like doing the green tea project. I think that was one of my favorite projects.
Well, it seems like you got to put a little bit something different in each one. Y'all can blow it up, guys. Like I said, you can catch it on the other. Now, what are these?
These are the cuisine goddesses. I did these for a market in Atlanta, and they're each one that he wanted like a sort of international view, like a goddess of
Shit, there's a
different
lot of
foods.
work in
So
here, huh?
yeah, there's a lot of work in those.
Oh wait, go back, Joe. I'm clicking the wrong place. Yeah, and then I would have never known if you wouldn't have said this. By the way, I would have never known this was about anything to do with cuisine. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Well, there's the cheese
I'm thinking,
goddess and the
yeah. Now
meat
that I'm
goddess.
reading, now that I'm reading them, I can understand. But I'm thinking a whole
The
different.
third one's in the cheese goddess, and she's got like her hands over her head, and she's got one of those mozzarella, the cheese cloths, and then on her waist, she actually has like an Art Nouveau belt made out of a cheese grater. So it's actually like this big gold cheese grater, so you could like grate your cheese. That's why she's the cheese goddess.
See, I'm
So
thinking this is entirely way too good of art for this kind of commercial. But really, I was thinking something entirely different. I really was. I was. So I don't know what I was thinking. Don't even ask. We don't even go in there. But and see, this is all commercial stuff she does, guys and girls. So this is for any if you're out there and you're trying to get into the world, just this shows you the many venues you can get into. Just don't get around Echo because she will smack you. Don't try to get in the middle of her.
I'm not gonna smack
Yeah, if you
anybody.
try to get in her work, she'll smack you down, buddy. Yeah.
No. Oh, you make me sound mean. I never smack anybody. I'm the biggest helper
I
ever.
love these holiday things too.
So
Okay, this is
that's
making me
for
dizzy.
core. Actually, that's for core dog food, like core wellness dog food and package designs. So you don't actually see much about. Let me see. I had one right here somewhere. Where'd the core food go?
Where's my
Hold on. I'll show you actually. What's cool about it is I designed the artwork, the edge of it here. This is the design. It's actually in the red, and you can't really see it too well. But that pattern that you see there is actually all of this pattern that's in the background. So if you're in the store and you see the core brand stuff, that's my artwork in there.
So you just never know where
So
you're going to see her stuff at. That's the best part. It's where was I going? Oh, I was looking for what we got in the emails. Come back here, email. It's emails. Well, my email is just in its own little mood these days. I get
and
so much email now. I think that it thinks it's alive or something. I
if you go
really
over
do.
to the echochernik.com site, you'll see some of my paintings and personal pieces too.
Let's see. Where was I? Echo. Where was I? Okay, I done lost my way all the way around here. Where the hell am I? I hate when I do that. I get too many pages open is what's going on here. Oh, okay, this is a page I was looking for. Okay, let's go out of here. Let's go back in here. Just click X. So where are we out of here? Now, I was over here looking at this earlier. Where was I? I was
Finer. If you go to
yes, I was looking at
I
these.
got some in there.
All right, if you're under, I don't know, like 14, close your eyes. Well, if you're under 12, close your eyes.
It depends.
I forget we're in a new world now, so I'm not going to judge. Actually, all of these are great, by the way. I'd seen these just before I'd seen the other ones. I noticed, and I said this, I might have said this to you before, but I noticed you have just as easy a time drawing men as women. And I've noticed for some artists and illustrators, it's not true that way. Some do much better with females than they do with males. Some do better with males. You seem to have a knack for
Maybe
both.
just practice, years of practice. Women illustrate better in Art Nouveau because of the curving
Yeah,
elements and the
more
decorative
curves.
elements. But yeah, but I like illustrating women, but I illustrate whatever I'm hired to do. So I do men as well.
So these could all be tarot cards.
They could be, yeah, I guess.
Well,
Eventually, I'll do a tarot card deck of those styles. So
well, it reminds me of the Daughters of the Moon tarot deck. Is what it reminds me of. It's all women. It's all very well done. It's I'm pretty sure it's the Daughters of the Moon, and it's a good deck. Whoever took the time to do it really did a good job on it. And of course, then it went to. Okay, I'm looking at the roses all around in here. I
those
got
are
lost.
Les's hands. See the hands up there? Those are Lazarus's hands. So
Oh,
he
right here. Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Look
So
at
he legitimately gets to say that he's one of my models. He's like, oh, I'm in one of the paintings. I'm one of her models,
he
and
snuck his hands in there.
there's his hands in there, and he has actually I work from reference, so I shot reference of him, and he's got like a tablecloth like around his hands, so they look like the fancy cuffs. And then
It
I
works.
posed for hands for me. So
I got lost in the roses in the hair. I couldn't tell where it was going, where one stopped and one started. Sorry, for some reason I
that's
couldn't
okay.
spit that. I couldn't spit it out. I love all of this, by the way. I think it's all fabulously done. Of course, like I said, I have zero talent. So taking compliments from me is like, see, all of
These are
this
some
is.
of my Cthulhu pieces, which are some of my personal pieces.
What was that, Chris? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. You can go on our website. It's I'll post. It's posted in the reference.
There's echo-x.com, which is my commercial site. And then if you just go to echochernik.com, you actually get the online store and a lot more of the personal pieces. And I have a Patreon too, which is patreon.com/the Excalibur Project. THEXCALIBER project.
And which one is this on here? Let me switch up right quick.
I had to email you the Excalibur stuff because it's not.
I think soon I'm getting ready to pull that up in just a second. Let me stop the screen and share screen again. Share screen again. Go back over to Chrome.
So I have a pretty diverse background in art, which is why I do well talking to the winners about illustration, because I've worked in lots of different fields. So if they want to be an editorial illustrator or a concept artist or whatever, I can talk to them about that. And we have a nice variety of judges right now that work in all the different fields. So
and these pieces aren't even expensive, guys. I think you'd over and be buying stuff. Well, actually, Bruce, yeah, I imagine you can email her and ask her questions like that. She might tell you to leave her alone. Depends how busy she is.
Oh, you can email me and ask me questions. What's the question?
No, I don't know. He just said, "Can I ask her a question?" And he didn't disappear. He's on Messenger. I'm sure he'll be back in a little while. Messenger is, we try to get everybody to use the YouTube and the Facebook messengers because you can actually see those in the chat with us. But when I use my private messenger, it just pops up, dings on the side, which everybody over the years, it's my fault because in the old days, we were on Yahoo Chat and we moved all of them people from Yahoo Chat to Pal Talk Chat. So they always were in the same place. But as the internet evolved and all these social medias came out, there was a messenger on every one. So now what I've done is all my messengers tie into one messenger and they ding me wherever they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just easier for me that way because I can see questions I would normally miss because for some reason they're scared to go on YouTube. I'm not exactly sure why. So this is your personal site. Oh no, this is
That's my store site. Yeah, that's where I have more of my personal pieces. And
let's go over
I
here.
don't know if you can go to.
I like this piece right here. Yeah, I guess I do like. Of course, I like this piece. You put me in a poorhouse. That's why I like it. Oh, it figures. So, what is this? A Christmas piece?
Yeah, that's one of my Cthulhu pieces. I decided to do that for Christmas. It actually matches my Christmas tree, so
That's a
that's
great
a
piece of
Christmas
art.
one.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a great piece of art. I was looking at it when it came in. So, do you do oils? Because that was one of the questions that came by a second ago.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to go to the home. Let's see. Oh, why can't see where you are? I keep wanting to print. Original. No, one of a kinds. Go to one of a kinds. I don't
Okay,
know what's in there.
there we go.
I don't even know what's in there. Paintings. It might just show which ones are available right now, which aren't very many.
It's okay. We can still see them. It's I'll go over here. It's what was that,
Oh
Micah?
yeah, they're up there, even though they're all sold mostly.
Well, that's what
So,
happens when they're oils. They're one of a kind, doofus. It's
but I do prints of them and G-clays of them as well.
yes. That's what I was going to ask you next. I
So,
mean, you can get like print put it in your whatever kind of frame. I noticed a lot of you weirdos like them black lacquer frames. I'm not into those, but
I like black lacquer frames.
I did. But you know what happened? Growing up in New Orleans, every year we buy a New Orleans poster, right? Because somebody does an oil and then they take the oil and they turn it into the Mardi Gras posters for that year. And they always come in a black lacquer frame. So after a while, it just got to be too many.
I did the Yeah, that's true. I did the logo for Mardi Gras for the cleanup for hefty bags after Hurricane Katrina.
Oh shit, that must have been a good one.
It was it was a logo that they had me do specifically for the cleanup job for hefty bags for, I was like, "Ooh, okay." So,
Well, I tell people all the time because they look for an artist every year. Now they had, I can't remember his name, Mark Harris or something Harris. He did the Angel and the Devil for I think 10 years. And stupid me, I had a chance to buy a couple of his oils and I didn't. And we ran into a gallery in New Orleans that were hidden way back in a corner, all
see, you should buy
dusty.
the
Yeah.
oils if you love it. Just buy
Oh,
it.
I know. I should have bought them like a
You should
dumbass.
have
But
bought it.
and last I heard, they sold somewhere for like $75,000 each in the auction because he's gone. He's passed away, of course, and oil only goes up in value when the artist dies. And then, of course, each one sold as far as posters go anywhere from 3 to 5 million posters. So.
Yeah.
And back then, they used to give the artists, it was either 50 cents or $1 a poster when they sold. So they did quite well. I was like, well, that's because I never really thought about how many Mardi Gras posters might sell over a year
Yeah,
or
they don't
two
really
years.
do that as much anymore. Now they more do flat rate. So,
Yeah, which, that way they don't have to give you as much money,
yeah,
Greeks.
pretty much.
I'm just going to leave that alone. See, I mean, I like the way you got this set up too, where you can just kind of zoom and walk along it.
Thank you.
It's nice because you can kind of just go through the whole picture and see what it is. See, if my wife would have seen this turtle, she'd have been wanting to shell out $9,000, and she'd have been like, "No, let's buy that." No, and then she'd over here with the dragon said it would definitely been for sure. I'd have never heard the end of that. We gotta buy that poster. I can hear her now. She's a big turtle and dragon freak,
Yeah,
and
because tortoises are great. That one's hanging right over there. So,
It's well, these are all just so not such nice work. What's that, Micah? What is with these weird comments tonight?
Uh-oh, what's this comment?
Married? Where'd that come from? Well, I can tell you that she has an other half. How's that? And I'll leave it at that. If she wants to comment, she can, but I'm just gonna leave it. You people. That's okay. They were harassing John and Emily one night. I said, "What do you mean? Are they married? Just a couple? You don't see them sitting next to each other? What the hell's wrong with you people?"
This one's called Treasured Birds. I like neoclassical art a lot, and so
You just have such a great grasp of colors. It's just the way they flow together. I mean, it's just. And growing up in New Orleans, everything's done in colors because we have Mardi Gras, so everything's just color intense down.
yeah.
And so I guess you get used to it. But I mean, just see the subtle, the backlight. I guess it looks like a candle, something backlighting against it with the light. I mean, just see, I wouldn't even think about stuff like that. I wouldn't even think there should be anything there. That's why I'm not an artist.
That's good. You don't have to light your stick figures with
that's true.
Reflective lighting or anything.
Yes, and my stick aircraft and stuff like that. It's just hilarious. I mean, the more I look, and just like the other one, the more I look, the more I see.
She's got a giant bowl of emeralds because she had a bowl next to her, and I'm thinking, what if I was like a treasure in a treasure room, and I had everything I could ever want? What would I want a giant bowl of? I'm like, I'd want a giant bowl of emeralds. Yeah,
but you can definitely see them there, and then you got something right here, right next to it. I can't.
Oh, those are grapes. Those are grapes.
Oh, because they kind of look like rubies. So.
And then there's figs in the front.
Yes. Okay, I'm not even going to get into the fig thing. I'm going to leave the fig thing alone.
Yeah.
It's what was that? You repeat? Oh yeah, she's a great artist. What do you mean? I think she's fabulous. Well, yeah. Well, no, we wanted to do these. There's some other ones she's got. I'm gonna pull up in a minute off my email, but these are the ones we wanted to do. Well, y'all go to the website and see everything she's got on the website. I would just suggest that you pop in over there. It's going to be in all of the archives, so you'll be able to find it. It'll be in there. And it'll take you to the main site.
The sexier stuff, I'm going to send you one more set right now. They're only on the Patreon and sometimes on my Instagram if I link them on my Instagram.
Let's go over this one. Yeah, I'm going to go pull up some of them in a minute. See,
looking for the other sexier ones here.
Hold on. Yes, Christopher. Yes, Michael. Hold on. Let me go pull my email back up. Okay. What was this one? And open in browser. Thank you very much.
Where is this one?
Okay. Just this one, people. Okay, let's share this screen. System one. Nope, okay, apparently I'm going back crazy is when I'm going. Come on, where's the 101? I just had it open. This girl's upside down. I was trying to go back to share screen on the windows. There it is.
You find her?
Yeah, there we go. There she is. This is just one of the ones I pulled up that you sent me. And
yeah, that's the latest. There's 4 pieces. I was trying to find the other 3. I didn't send you the other 3 that I'm doing for. I'm illustrating Richard Adams' book Maya. Richard Adams was the author of Watership Down, and it's a more erotic novel, and so that's what I'm doing on my Patreon. So they're a little sexier in nature. And I also sent you some of the black and white plates, black and white and gold plates, and then some of the chapter headers too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them up too as we're going along.
So these are going to be in the book.
What do you mean, Jennifer? Oh, okay, Jennifer. Yeah, she's got the gravity right. I see what you're saying.
I the breast.
Yes, well, that and around the legs. I missed what she was saying at first. She says, no. She said, damn, she's even got the gravity right. And I'm looking, what the hell is she talking about? And then I looked up and said, I see what she's talking about now.
It helps if you have boobs. You know how they fall in different angles. You know?
See, ladies, us guys don't know anything about that. So we're just leave that subject alone altogether. No, I think it's great. Seeing as I was looking through, when I came back up, I was coming across her looking like this, and then I come up, and then I see our little head sticking out I love this tongue you've got coming out of this cat. It's and even the eyes look good. I mean, you can almost see. I mean, you can see the color eye, but you can almost see the pupil is shaped different. It's I mean, it's a lot of detail. See,
Well, in the
that's
books, the leopards are like the ruling regime, so I have a lot of leopard statues worked in. So
yeah,
it's symbolic, but then of course the tongue is kind of medieval, creepy,
yeah.
with the
Well, it does
curly.
kind of looks like one of them dragon, like one of those Chinese dragon tongues. Actually,
Yeah.
it's kind of got that kind of same twist about it. No, no, actually, Chris, we're getting ready to open up some more. These are the ones she sent me in my email, so y'all can't
Yeah,
see
open
anything.
up the
So,
Kuro one. It's the same character.
okay,
It's I don't know which one it is.
well, we're just gonna go through them and find it because now I got it set. I
I
can
don't know.
so. Oh,
That's
wait,
the
no,
same
that.
one. I might have sent you the same one like 3 times.
Well, we will find out. That was the same one. Yeah, let's see. Inbox. Go back to the inbox.
I was trying to send you other ones, but again, most of these are only on my Patreon.
Yeah, no, that's the
So
same one. So let's go
there's because
back to
there's
this
3
one.
others that I've done of that, like similar to that one.
Why you
Where are the rest
stupid?
of them I sent you?
That all them three were the same. So let's see what this one is.
That's 6.
Okay,
Oh, these
this
are
is
the headers,
the
the
yeah,
chapter headers.
and so let's see if we can make these just a little bit tad bigger for the audience.
Yeah, these are. I decided to do them in black and white and gold. They'll be for the chapter headers. I actually
Yeah,
started off my career illustrating in black and white, and I love working in black and white. So
you know, you were like the third illustrator I've heard say that in the last couple of weeks. I'm not, you know, it's weird for me because some things I do actually like in black and white. It's
yeah,
I don't know, some art I like in it. There's even a couple old black and white movies for some reason I like. It's just
you
a
can't
weird
cheat in
thing.
black and white. You have to
Well,
actually do a
that's
good
true. You
drawing.
actually got to do the work,
You should
and
have 6 of those. That's the one with the
yeah,
dead goat. That's my dead
let's
goat.
move on.
That's just flowers. So
Yeah, so you got flowers all over the place. Somebody likes flowers. We got
oh,
some babe up here
sexy
hanging
one,
out.
sexy babe one.
She's hanging out, saying hi. What's up, people? She just looks like she's all comfortable and stuff. Like, hey, I'm chilling. Don't bother me. I'm chilling, people. Can't you tell I'm chilling? No, wait, this chick looks like she's chilling more than the other chick was. It's
Hmm.
she's got kind of a relaxed. Oh wait. I see some hands sneaking in back
Uh
here.
huh.
I didn't see that till just now. Yeah, Marco, I know. Marco, that's just fantasy. Keep that for another show. I'm
Told you the
sorry.
book is slightly erotic. You could join the
Uh,
Patreon, patreon.com slash
there you go.
the Excalibur Project.
Go check it out and see people.
$5 a
Go.
month, you get to see all of the stuff.
Well,
Oh,
there
this
you go.
dragon! I was working on him at the Illustrators of the Future. You probably remember I was drawing. I like to draw in my sketchbook as opposed to digital.
You know, and a lot of people do that. For the new artists, I know it's about 50-50
Yeah.
because a lot of them like the digital. Well, they like the digital now that there's actually a stylus with it. You know, I feel for the people who had to do art before the stylus. I can't even conceive moving your arrow keys around and buttons around. I mean, I learned HTML because I had to build websites when I was young, but I cannot imagine trying to do artwork without a stylus. I just don't know how y'all
No.
did it. I mean, that had to be nightmarish. I mean, just making a circle was a nightmare. Oh, we ran out. I guess we ran out.
I
Let's go back.
sent you.
Let me go
Where
back.
is it?
Okay, that's a hottie chickie, but that's not who he was looking for.
I'm sending you one right now.
Yeah, go ahead. I got it open. Let me refresh my email because I might have missed some. And no, we got them all so far. Yeah, for some reason you got the one came in 3 times.
She really wanted to visit you, maybe.
I'm telling you, she says hot. She said, I want to make sure everybody gets a good look at me. There she is again. Hey, hi,
That's
Mom.
not her. I did not send her. Is that the one you just got?
No, that's one we were just looking at a minute ago. Wait, where
Yeah,
we
but
at?
I just sent you another one.
Hold on, I haven't seen that one yet. Let's go back to the email. Let's close that one. Go back to the email. We'll wait. For some reason, people at the email between Echo and I tonight is in slow mode. I was sending her stuff, she's sending me stuff, but we will leave it where I can see it when it pops up. Wait, let me get out of here. Where was I
I'm
at?
gonna retitle it and see if that helps.
Let's see. Where was I at?
All right.
Dean just wrote. He wants to know if you do game art. Dean,
I do.
But let me ask you a question, Dean, before she answers you. Are you talking about digital game art, or are you talking about board game art? Both. I knew you were going to say both. That's didn't even bother asking. Anyway, what about it, Echo?
I did the let's see. I do work for Hasbro. I do work for smaller companies. I do a lot of work for Shadowrun actually for Catalyst Game Labs. I do a lot of Shadowrun illustration. I did the let's see, I did Pico. I did the tack board and the tack design and the sealess flower design. Hexcasters. I've done other games too. I don't remember which one. Oh, this is the black with the black and white interiors look like.
Yeah, I was looking at it when it came in. It just it just opened up. It's hold on, guys. I'll give you a little bit more detail for you on the outside of the world out there.
So yeah, I do game art, all different styles of it too.
Well, because a lot of people ask me about game art all the time, and when do I know illustrators that do it? I said, well, I know illustrators that do game art, and the fact that they do board art, and I know people who do digital art for gaming. But I didn't know that many. Besides you, I've only ever met two other people who do both. For some reason, when I was talking with Gene Simmons about it, he was like, he said, I can do a board because I can see the layout in my head. He said, for some reason, digital game art for him, and he just has an issue with it. Even though he can do digital art, he just can't seem to. I don't know what. I don't know. It's because he's got issues because he doesn't have to write. He's just got to make the image, and they do the software.
Yeah.
So, but he just for some reason he says it's beyond his skill set.
I don't do video game art. I just I'm only one person, so.
Well, I mean, who was I talking to? Just recently, we were talking to somebody. It was a couple of months ago, and he was talking about that he draws for a company. He asked me not to ever mention their name, big famous company, and he just draws. They storyboards. They send him storyboards basically, and he draws the artwork and sends it back to them, and then the digital, I guess, the guys who do the programming make it into a program or make it into art on a program. He said, thank God they do it, Joe, because I don't even know. He said, it's like speaking Greek to me. He said, I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
Those games take teams, that's for sure.
Oh, yes, they do. They take big amounts. And that's why people, if you're good in several areas, from writing to illustrating to programming, these people are always looking for help. People burn out. It's intense. People burn out. A couple of years, they'll burn you out. You might need to take a vacation after, but they pay well, so you can probably afford to take.
There's so many different things you can do, especially nowadays with the internet, and there's so many opportunities for artists. You can find a niche.
Serena, hey Serena, where are you writing in from? Serena, I just noticed that your chat thing was from. Oh, well, so Serena's actually from the Ukraine. She's living in Poland right now, and she's just happened to have been listening to the show. She said she's an up-and-coming artist who had a pretty good career until recently, and she was just wanting to ask you, can you just do an online career? In other words, do your own artwork and just sell it without having to work for somebody else?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been a completely freelance illustrator for almost 30 years now, and that's all I do, and I can work anywhere. I don't have to, I don't actually work for another company. And being freelance, you can be freelance and work for clients, and have them hire you and do the illustrations, or you can just create art. And with Patreon and Kickstarter now, you can gather a following and have your fans support you, and provide content as well. There's some artists that do just a fantastic job making a living doing that. There's so many options nowadays, so you don't have to work, be staff or work for somebody.
Yeah, which is kind of nice. Sorry, guys, I'm going to bring this size down.
It's nice. It's a lot of work, but it's nice. But it's work that you love doing, then it's...
That's why I still do radio, because I like it. It's satisfying. I got into construction because construction was satisfying to me, but now it's just a career, which is good. It pays the bills, and I'm not complaining. But it used to be stress relief. Now it's the source of stress, so it's a different thing. And that's why I only allow radio to get to a certain point, because I don't want it to be the source of stress. I want it to be the stress relief. And because I like talking to people, I get to talk to such a big, wide variety of people. It's just nice. And most of them are very talented individuals, which is a rare thing to get to spend your time chatting with talented people. Because a lot of people in the old days were just crazy. It's going to be nice and say that. They were. I mean, there was a magnitude of craziness. In all fairness, before we changed the station name from UFO Paranormal Radio to United Public Radio, the amount of let's just say out there stuff that came around was intense. It was really, 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 really intense. It was insanely intense. No, Chris, I can't blow it up because when I blow it up, it takes away from the detail of the picture. It makes
We
it
can kind
kind
of
of,
blow it up, but see a little bit at a time. So
yeah. So it's and it kind of makes it grainy in some places when I do it on this computer for some reason. In other words, like when you see this, these are nice smooth lines, but here for some reason it's looking like they're skipping when they're
it's
not.
smooth here. When I can see
Oh,
it.
maybe it might just be on my computer. So if
Might be
y'all are
scroll
seeing
if you
it,
scroll up and down or
yeah,
join the Patreon.
it might be, it might, there you
Support
go.
support the arts.
Support the artist. That's what you should always do. Support the artist. Find your favorite artist and find your, you know, today, because I know a lot of us do a lot of different things, support a lot of people online. You should support a couple of artists because, you know, in the old days when I had cable, and I was paying $400 a month to have cable, um, that was just money that was going. But these days, since I use, you know, I've got my selected stuff I like, you know, Prime and Netflix and Hulu and Disney and all of them, my bill's only like $80 a month
Yeah.
compared to 400. So I've actually got money I can spend on stuff I didn't. So there are artists and people now that I actually, you know, spend $5 or $10 a month because I can afford it. It's not coming out. It's money I would have spent anyway on something else. So it's nice to give it to somebody who can use it,
It's like a
or
cup of coffee.
somebody. Yeah, you know. Well, today it's really what it is. And you live up there in expensive Seattle where everything's expensive. So I live
Yeah.
in cheap Louisiana where everything's cheap. But well, that's not. It's
Well,
partially
supporting
true.
artists is important. It means that we get to do like personal projects. Like this entire Patreon is a
Yes.
personal project. It means like I do less commercial work and I can spend more time pursuing something that I really want to exist in the world. You know, and I really I always loved erotic art. I believe it can be classy and beautiful without being raunchy, and so that's what I'm exploring with this project. So
No, I agree. I think it can be. And you know, I remember when I was young, my mom was a freak about boobs. Well, I grew up in New Orleans. I mean, so you're going to see boobs. I mean, it's part of living here. I mean, it's just part of it. You know, so she used to, my dad used to like to go down Bourbon Street in the afternoons on the way home. Well, you know, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years old. I still remember mine. Cover your eyes, kind of like mom. That's not going to happen. And but for us, it's different because we learn at a young age to respect a woman's body here because it's something you see a lot of. It's part
yeah,
of the culture here. So you're going to see art like this all over the place, and you're going to see people, you know, dressed like this all over the place. Well, just to put this in perspective, for Decadence Parade, if y'all don't know what the Decadence Parade is, it's a gay parade. It's well, all it is. It's not. You don't have to be gay to attend the parade. It's just a gay parade. It's what it's about. And so they get undressed and they paint themselves, and they go around all day undressed, painted. Everything's painted. It's all done pretty classy, to be honest with you. But no one's wearing any clothes. So I always tell people, if nudity offends you, do not go to the French Quarter on those 2 days
no, probably not.
because you're going to get offended. But if it doesn't, you're going to see some very interesting artwork, and it's really some people do some really fabulous stuff. It's just cool to watch, and you know, I wouldn't
Well, it's
say that.
different. It's so accepted in like Europe and stuff, but it's funny in the U.S. people are a lot more.
Yes, we're still hiding under the table. We're
Yeah, a
still
little bit.
scared. Yeah, we'll get there. I mean, I got faith in us. We're just not quite there yet.
Well,
Let me
that's
go
why it's
back to
important
this one.
that artists, put that out there.
And
That's
this is her. This is which site was this? Oh, this is your site. Okay, no, this is
yeah,
your.
that's the
Yeah,
echoturnic.com site.
I'm getting sites confused in my head, but y'all can go through
I
and you
know.
can
I got a
see.
couple sites.
And that's a
I also
good
have
thing.
an
You should always have.
Instagram. It's slash echoturnic. So
You should always have good sites. I mean, you can go through. He has tons of artwork in here, guys. You can just zoom into something, check it out. I mean, we've seen some of it. We've been going through. Wait, what is this one? Let's go look at this one. Kind of look a little dark. Oh, I like the one next to it with the boobs too. I like this. See, this is something you would see down here. This would be
yeah,
one of the festival. You'd see something almost like this for like Voodoo Fest. Matter of fact, you maybe should submit it for Voodoo Fest. You might get the poster. I mean, it's really good. I mean, it looks like something you would just see at one of the parades and one of the festivals or something along those lines down here. It's well done. It's got lots of stuff in it. I mean, the more you
it's
look, the
got a
more you
rib
see.
cage holding yarn.
Yeah, seeing that right off the bat down
That's
here.
what I want. I want to hold my yarn in the rib cage of my
You
enemies.
know, well, hey, I'm sure down here there's some people who do that. That's the bad part. It might not actually be a fantasy around here. Uh, but I mean, see, and this looks like so. Is this a ball of thread? Yeah, this is, and there's
Yeah,
they're
they're
up here.
yarn.
Yes, I see it. I see it up here making it, and then here's another one up here.
That was for a client called Yarn
It's
Zombies.
Well, it's definitely an interesting piece. But like I'm saying, with the owl coming in, it's definitely something. The skeleton, what is that? A cow skull or something along those lines? It can't be a car.
Yeah, I forgot which skull that is.
And then, okay, now see, this is just trying to make somebody hungry, is what this is.
That's for a chocolate company, a
Yeah,
chocolatier.
between looking at the sexy woman and the chocolate candy, you're lost, guys. You might as well just go
But I
get the candy.
specifically designed the tray, this the tray of chocolates, so you can't put it down. It doesn't have a bottom.
Oh
You
shit, it
see?
doesn't.
No, so it's like you have to either eat them all or stand there beautifully and hold them. So
It sure the shit doesn't have one there. No.
no,
And I see you have a lot of variety candy in there too. Hmm.
those are actually different chocolates that the chocolatier makes. They sent me a huge box of chocolates.
Oh well, that's real
So
sweet of them. So here, make some chocolate. Eat some of our chocolate.
some of our chocolates. Oh, Publix hired me to do some designs for their ice cream containers, and they just sent me this box. I get this styrofoam box in the mail, and I'm like, what is this? So I open it, and it was like a horror movie. Just dry ice just creeps out of it. It's like, blah, 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 and I'm like, and I pull it out, and there's these laboratory marked white containers of ice cream. And they just have like these laboratory markings on them, and I'm like, they just sent me like the laboratory ice creams so I could taste them, and I was like, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
well, at least you got to taste them. Oh, I see. We got some Doctor Who going on here. What was
I
this
did
for?
that for BBC America for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive some
Oh,
years
it's
ago
a
now.
tattoo sleeve. I didn't
It's a
even realize
tattoo sleeve,
until I
yeah.
looked at the bottom. I didn't realize what it was. It's
There's
well,
actually
that's
a video with Matt Smith wearing it, putting it on and saying, "Oh, it's my best part. This is my favorite part of Comic-Con," and that
well,
was
it's
funny.
cool as all hell. Like people had to love it.
I
So
designed it so that the TARDIS is up here and then the angels are down here, so you can kind of weeping angel people like this.
yeah, you got a little bit of everything in there. See, you got the screwdriver in there. Well, no, it's. I mean, I'm a Who fan to start off with. So these
Well, I
are all
couldn't put the
covers.
Daleks in. They specifically told me not to no Daleks, so that was interesting.
I wonder why.
Something about copyrights.
Well, yeah, I guess it is something. Well, maybe it goes all the way back to the original, but a second original. It was two original Doctors, which is weird to start off with.
Yeah, they said they didn't have, for some reason they didn't have the rights to use it, so I wasn't allowed to put it. Even though it was BBC America, it was weird. So,
So these are different covers you done?
these are all for Shadowrun, yeah.
There's some
Yeah,
badass
I like
covers in
playing
here.
Shadowrun. We've played Shadowrun since college, and so
I wish I had
I
time to game anymore. I miss gaming. I gotta be honest with you.
I know. So I do these because I enjoy it.
Yeah, my son still games a lot, but I just for some reason I don't get to because if I start doing it, I get into it and then I forget something more
Yeah, I
important
know.
I'm supposed to be doing, and then somebody's bitching at me. You didn't give me a bid, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that. Wait, I want to go back to the booby girl if I got to go get John. Up there,
To
she
the
is.
booby girl.
To the
That's the
booby girl.
tack board. I did this for a tattoo company for apparel.
She
This
looks
is the
all
spirit of
relaxed.
navigation.
Well, that's an interesting. Well, you know what? I ought to send that to a friend of mine. He'd love that. He's big in the navigation. Matter of fact, in this $15 million house, he's got a big navigation thing on his ceiling. He's insane, but
Wow.
he'd love something like this. Yeah, he's wealthy as all hell too. He'd love this though. I have to send.
Well,
him
when you're sailing and you get a certain distance from land, the birds change. You end up with birds that can't fly too far out into the ocean. So I specifically did these like songbirds, to indicate that you're heading back towards land.
That you're getting closer to land. Yes, people, y'all don't remember the what was it with the olive branch? Oh, I can't remember which bird it was now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the tack board. I had to design the flower, the actual botanical design for the book, in order to create the tack board. And it's designed so that you can play 6 across by 6 down, or 5 across by 5 down, or 4 across or 3 across. So that's why
Don't
they
ask me, Mike. I have no idea what she's talking about. don't. You need to ask Echo. Don't ask me.
Yeah, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me pointing at the screen. You see here where I did this? As you can see, like,
We'll get her. We're gonna have her back on, but we're gonna get her set up so she can go through the pictures herself, so she can show us.
Pointing at the screen.
Yeah, so y'all can have a better idea of what we're talking about.
I can talk for hours.
Yeah, we got to go in a few minutes because she was supposed to be with us for 2 hours, but the Goodwins are going to be joining us today because they have the book release for 38. No, 38. I was going to say 68. Man, I'm glad I'm home. I don't think I
Not
can
quite yet, so.
Yes, by 68, man, I'll be dead and gone by then. Somebody else will be doing this.
Yeah, if you want me to spend more time on the screen, you must demand it.
Yes,
So.
we're gonna get her back on. Oh, look at all of these, man! Look, you see, I done found these. I can spend just a half an hour going through this. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
you haven't even cut the surface of.
that's what I'm saying. Well, we ain't the Nutcracker.
I did
Look at
that
wait,
for.
where did it go? Damn it, I lost it. Where
What'd you
was it?
lose? What are you looking for?
I was looking at the Nutcracker. I wanted to see all the detail in it, but before we got out of here, no, where'd it go?
Go back up to the top. Scroll up.
Hold on, there you go. Let me scroll up. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Scroll to the top. Go to the top.
Go to the top. We're at the top. Okay.
At the top. No, you're not at the top. You're at the bottom. I keep trying to scroll. See the middle, the second one in, right there. Nutcracker. The girl with the Nutcracker.
Oh wait, I just seen it. Where'd it go?
It's at the top.
Wait, where'd it go? I just had it in front of my face a minute ago. Oh my!
Get high, Joe.
I need to be high, apparently.
You need to be high. Get up there.
Wait, I'm going back up here and looking. I thought I seen. Oh, there it is.
Right there. Yeah.
Lord have mercy, people. I need some drugs. It's I mean, look at all the stuff in this. I mean, everywhere you look, there's something. So, what do you got tucked in behind it? It looks almost like 12 Days of Christmas or the Zodiac.
Yeah, it was actually designed. It was designed for the format. Like Carnegie Hall and opera houses, the outside format is very, very tall and narrow. And so I did the same thing with the Arlo Guthrie poster that I designed because it was designed to be on Carnegie Hall. The center panel is designed to be a freestanding poster. So that it's super tall, and it's also designed to be in this 18 by 24 format. And then so what they did for this one is they took that entire center panel with the girl and they put it on the stairs of the place. So as you're walking up the stairs, you can see the whole opera poster going up the stairs. It's super cool. There's all different. I had to fly down there because they were introducing the new opera, and I had to go down there and see all the new costumes and take pictures and everything. So all behind her, the rose window, there's different images of different scenes from the opera, and different symbols and all kinds of things I went down to take pictures of. And the big thing that they did was that sleigh flying through the air. So I had to put that in there too.
I know there's just everywhere you look in there something. I mean, there's just little things hidden everywhere in here. Little soldier here, you can see something tucked in here. It looks like an ornament there, a little star there. I mean, everywhere you look. I mean, what did you say? Okay. Oh wait, that's an empty spot. Let me stick something.
Yeah, we stick something in there. I like.
Oh wait, there's another one.
They can't be empty spots. You know what my style, I guess, of illustration is that it catches your eye and sells you or whatever it's trying to sell, or you like it and you look at it. But as you keep looking at it, you keep discovering more things with it. And I always find that fascinating about illustrations. So
there's just so much in these. And any of them you look at, there's just so much in all of this. Wait, what's this we got right here? Hey, where'd you come from, chick? I wasn't looking at you. Get back. I was looking at. Wait, stop! All right, apparently I'm not doing this right. Yes, I was looking at the Indian-looking chick with the swords, and she's kneeling down, squat. Anyway, we'll have to come back to it. Yeah, we'll have to come back to it.
We can do a whole thing on Shadowrunner.
Yes, we'll have to get in here because I know we got to get John and Emily on in a minute because I'm surprised he's not cussing me already. Echo, you were fabulous, lady. I can't wait to get you back on and give you full 2 hours so we can actually sit through and go through each one of these.
Let's do it.
There's so much art. There's just so much artwork to go through here. Carol, Jean, all y'all can write to her. Her information is going to be on all of her pages. Wherever we're posted, you can find her links there. So you can find her directly. If for some reason you have a hard time finding her email, y'all have mine. Just write to me and I'll send it to you.
Yep, and I'm on Instagram too.
Yeah, so go visit, join Instagram. Or you're on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
Everyone's on Facebook. I'm back on Twitter now that Elon Musk is back.
I'm on Twitter too.
Elon. See, until he becomes the guy I keep telling everybody he is. I keep telling everybody, watch it. He reminds me of the guy from James Bond, the guy who built the space station in space and then killed everybody on Earth. I'm thinking, I love Elon, man, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
No, let's not.
I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop with this guy. He has just been just a fabulous gentleman. But Echo, you've been great. I'm going to get John and Emily on. Ladies and gentlemen, John and Emily Goodwin will be joining us in just about 2 minutes.
All right. Say
Echo,
hi to them
Chernik's been
for me.
great. I will. And, man, thanks again for coming to hang out with us.
Absolutely. Let's do it again soon.
Oh,
Bye.
soon. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, John and Emily will be joining us in just a minute or two. That was Echo Chernik. Her artwork is fabulous. I could sit there and look at it all day long. I mean, she's just got great stuff. When you're sitting here looking through all of this, there's so much stuff to choose from and look at. There's just so much artwork here. I could get lost in all of this. This is actually one of the covers. I think it was for give me a second and I will find it. 36, if I remember correctly. Yes. There you go. That is actually the book cover for that particular one right there. Oh, I think I heard a Goodwin's drop in. Let me drop this back out of here and drop them in with us. Hey, what y'all doing, ladies and gents?
Hello.
Hey, Joe.
Let me put this up here right quick. How y'all been?
Good.
Let me drop this out of the queue with us. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, what the hell's going on now? I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing my brain today. Yes, it's so nice to be relaxing at home, getting in trouble with Echo. She's just as bad here as when I see her in person.
Why do we have all this little bubbly?
Set for green screen showing the lounge there.
We don't have green screen on this.
Y'all don't want the aliens to be getting y'all now. I don't want nothing weird. I don't want nothing weird going on here. Let's see. Let's drop that out of here so we're actually bigger on the screen. John, you look like you're ready to whoop up on somebody. Has Amelia been giving you trouble?
No, I just finished a board meeting. I'm on a board for the Hollywood Central Park where we have we're going to put a park over the freeway where there's about a mile long strip, which was a trench dug. So we're going to do the. Oh, that's pretty clever.
We can.
There you go.
There we go. All right.
They're strange. What can I say?
There we go.
Did I? Emily, I'm sorry. Did I call you Amelia? Did I? I don't know what it is with these two, man. It's they don't even look alike. Lord have mercy. I got
We're
some
Canadian.
kind of.
We're both Canadian.
It's got to be more than that. There's some weirdness going on there. I don't know what it is. She gets furious when I call her. She says, "I'm going to hurt you, Joe." I'm like, "What? What did I do?" I don't even realize it sometimes. And y'all's names aren't even that close together. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually talking about Amelia Fasano with the Outer Realm. For some reason, Miss Emily and Miss Amelia, I like flip-flopping their names. I'm not sure why. Of course, like I said, I did call Echo all last year. So I'm bad with names. What can I say? So how things been going? Y'all got a little relaxed. Y'all out of quarantine. Got back into the real world. Got already started this. What we're already in the second quarter now.
That's right.
Damn, we are. Damn, they already in the second quarter. Like I was saying earlier when the Echo was on, you got to submit, guys and girls. We're talking about writers of the future. And if you don't submit, you can't win. And I'm like at 17,800 words now. So
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's like the rest of my hair's falling out of my damn head. My beard done turned gray and shit. Already turned back to gray, I should say. It's guys and girls. So you know, I started writing the contacted Navarre. For some reason, while I was up there, I don't even know why. It was just weird. And then when I got home, I did a little writing because I was in quarantine for a week. And I've had a little free time because of some other stuff. My partner's out for the next 4 weeks. So I haven't been taking on as much work. So I've been actually getting a little writing done. So it's kind of weird, but we'll see where it all ends up. I can't submit. It's going to be too big to submit to them, which I would still send it to them so they can do what the hell is this?
Trim it down a little, right? We have a maximum of 17,000 words, so you're just over that.
No,
but you can also go into the forum. I don't know if you remember the forum, the Writers Future forum. You can send it there, and you'll have other people willing to give it a read and just.
I probably will, but not this one. Yeah, this one's got 9 more days left to shove into it, or 8 more days left to shove into it. So it's going to be quite a bit bigger than where
maybe
it's
it's going to be a novella. You're going to be.
I'm telling you, man. I've been channeling Elron. That's what's been going on, man. See, I don't know what it is. It's just been there's been some weird stuff afoot lately, and but no, I'm gonna do. I forgot the name of it now. We named it the other day. It's about an experience that a friend of ours had, and it's gonna probably come out to around 10 or 12,000, maybe 13,000 words. These are technically they're nonfiction, but we're gonna submit them as fiction. So. Because no one will pay any attention if I submit them as nonfiction. It's some of this stuff's kind of scary too. So anyway, enough about all of that. So where are we? When's 38 coming out? Wait, I got it back here somewhere.
We've got the 38 now. It's out now as an ebook, which is this one.
Yes,
that's right.
I got it. We both got it.
Yeah, there you go.
You have a signed copy, don't you?
This is the signed copy. Yeah, Joe, you see the little tag in it. Actually, all the books, y'all can't see them, ladies and gentlemen, but all the books to the right of me are all signed copies. I got 36, 37, and 38 in here. And I think I talked a ex-winner into giving me his 28. So,
Wow.
hey, I want to get as many signed copies. And before anybody asks, no, I'm not giving the signed copies away. Not yet, anyway. We're going to be giving away some books, and we're going to talk about that just in a minute. And I do have an extra L. Ron Hubbard book that I got. That it's a hard copy that sometime for Christmas I may give away, or I may give it to a friend. You never know, because I got a friend that started reading L. Ron now, so I might give it to her and let her read it. But anyway,
no, we've been having a lot of fun just because all the winners now just haven't come back, and they're all excited. We had just before they all left, I think we had six winners got contracts or deals that happened as a result of right when the workshop happened and the awards event. They got immediately started selling. Both artists getting their getting work, and then authors saying, I got to, I just signed a deal, or I've got a contract sent to me.
Who was it that had the trilogy coming in after he had won? He got the thing with the trilogy.
That was
Mike.
Yeah, Mike Jack Stombos.
Yeah, okay. Because I did it. I remember doing this interview with him, and we were talking about. We were actually kind of laughing about it. Oh, he was one of the ones that went out with us on Friday. That's right. That's why. Okay, I got to know him pretty good. And so it's weird. I was talking just about Echo. For the most part, when I'm doing interviews, the authors are way more outgoing than the illustrators are, especially when doing interviews. But it's not true when it comes to the judges. It flip flops.
Interesting.
It's the judges, the illustrators are much more communicative than the judges of the authors are, which is
really
it's a little strange.
Echo and Tom and
Echo and Tom and Larry were a blast. If y'all catch the interview where I did the three of them, it was just a good interview. But they're just a lot of fun to talk to, and they're very laid back, and they're really great artists. I like looking at all their work. Of course, all the illustrators, all the authors there were great. So, I mean, everybody does fabulous work. Everybody there is really a good. Matter of fact, I was talking to one of my customers the other day, and we were talking about different people. He was on your site. He goes, that's got card guys on it. He's like one of my favorite people. Because he didn't say his first name. I was like, what? Who the hell are you talking about? And then, of course, he said his whole name, and I realized he was talking about Arson Scott Card. And I was like, yeah, he's on there. I said, he's giving advice for you people who want to learn how to write. Get your ass over there.
Yeah,
he was astonished by it because it's one of his favorite writers. And he's like, so if I win, do I get to meet him? I said, if he's there, you get to meet him. I said, I can't tell you if he's going to be there or not. I said, but
he's a professor, so he still teaches. So that was the problem we had with him coming in April. He was in the middle of his school year.
Yeah. So but I told him, I said he posted the site for y'all, for the information's there for the videos, and said you can go listen to it and check it out and see where it goes. Because he's, I don't want to say he's a young man. He's 38, 40, realtor, raising kids, doing the American thing. But he'd always liked to be a writer. So when he's seen this and we were talking about it, he's like, you think I can? I said, I have no idea. I said, all I can tell you is to submit. What do we got? Somebody murdering an animal in my house? What the hell's going on here? I'm sorry, guys.
Jealous to be on the
show. I know why. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot the studio door was open. I had it open when Echo and I were talking. It's that's my demon, guys. Don't worry about it. Everybody has a demon. That's mine. It squeaks and makes weird noises. Yeah, it went damn door open back up. It wants to be an author too, by the way, or a movie star. Sorry. And that dog, every time I go live now, she knows this show and Science and Beyond. She comes, gets in my lap. She's like, oh, Daddy's on air. Let's get up. The other day, she got up on the desk and started dancing around for everybody.
Aw, she wants to be your sidekick. Co-host.
I'm like, look, you're taking all the fame here, dog. Said you got your own TikTok channel. Get out of here. And she does. She has her own TikTok channel, little huzzy. Got 1,300 followers over there.
Nice.
She enjoys it. But I was showing him the books the other day because I had some of them in my car because I had somehow or another. I've ended up with 3 sets. Well, 2 sets now because one of the sets were given out. But I got a whole nother set of these behind me. Which these are the ones you sent me, John. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me move the camera. But these behind me are the ones John just sent me. All of these, except for you get down here, these are the 3 autographed. And actually, there's ones in the end the autograph too. Shh, John and them don't know I got this. Y'all be quiet. And I forgot who gave me those, but so those are autographed. These were going to be given away. These right here, people. When you buy the 38, I will send you one of these. If you send me proof of purchase that you bought one, or if you go through your website and buy it, either way, I will send you one of these. But remember, this is only as long as these last. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 of them all together. The other ones on the floor down here are going to a school. So sorry, y'all can't get those. So they were sent to me to be donated to a school, which I'm not sure who sent them to me, but it's a little strange, but still. But it's in that same group I've been getting from 30 to 36, I think it is. So they had to come from, somebody had to get them from y'all because it came in the box. It was double boxed. But anyway, so guys, go ahead.
But what's really nice that people don't know is on this book, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it, because you have the Dune movie came out last October, and it just recently won all those Oscars. But Frank Herbert is the author, and there's an article in here, and it was the last article he ever wrote. He was a judge for the Writers of the Future, so the last article he ever wrote was for Writers of the Future, and it's in this book, and it's the article itself is was called "The Single Most Important Piece of Advice." So this is Frank Herbert giving his single most important piece of advice. And he's also got a story in here called The Daddy Box. It's a short story that Frank Herbert wrote. It was never published when he was alive. It was found later on. He tried publishing it, and the magazine was supposed to go into folded before it could go out. So it never got published. It was only afterwards that his son found that it hadn't gone out, and so published it. But then, so this is, you won't find it very much out there anywhere, but it's called The Daddy Box, and that's also in this book. So you've got Frank Herbert's last article he ever wrote, and one of the last short stories he ever wrote, but it was never published while he was alive. And then there's an awesome story in here, or an article in here by Owen Hubbard called Booze and Taboos. And what's interesting, this was written in like 1940, and he was lobbying at that point to break the taboos, because at that point you have to write a story this way, and he was saying, no, you've got to have strong female protagonists, which was not something that's right, which is not something that you had happening back in the Pulp Fiction days, and other things too that he would write about. So it's really good in there how you can't just stick with it this is how you do it. You have to be willing to break some of the rules to venture. You have your basis of writing, but you still have to venture into new turf that your fans will be able to enjoy. And that's what he did a lot, because he was one of the most published writers in the 30s and 40s. So that's what you get in here. Plus there's 13 different stories written by the new authors. But the thing about this book here is that these are all the writers that are chosen by your favorite writers out there. So the favorite authors, like the Orson Scott Cards, Kevin Andersons,
Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, Brandon Sanderson. These are all the people that are deciding who are the people going to be in this book. So it's who they think are the best new writers. So this is, if you like what they write, then it stands to reason that you're going to like who they decide are good writers, because they're going to have similar taste to want to see that for themselves, because they want to have people they can read. So that's what you get in this book, and that's why it's so cool. It's right now we have it also solicited as Kindle Unlimited. And if you're Kindle Unlimited, you can go in and right now just download it, because you pay your $9.95 or whatever it is a month, and you get any books you want to download. So you can automatically go in and download this one. But it's also available then as an ebook. You can go, I think it's $9.95 as an ebook. You can download it on Amazon. It's exclusive on Amazon right now until June 28th. So we're really trying to get people. Part of it is they're awesome stories, but we also want to be able to make our winners into best-selling authors, the bestsellers. So, with people who like science fiction, get the book, read it, enjoy it, but also your contribution that's going to help make these guys launch their careers.
Great. Was that Jean or Jenny who sent me that? Look, Jenny, I'll tell you what I'll do since it was you. I've got two 38s that are both autographed copies. All right.
Oh.
So since you so driving me crazy over here in text about this book, if you donate a box to either the local high school somewhere in Harrison County or in one of the counties near me, it can be a high school or a middle school, either one. If you donate a box, you can buy them. They usually come in sets like this one right here, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. If you send them a box or you send it to me and I send it to them, either way it goes, I will send you this autographed copy, but that is the only way. But you're going to have to include at least 138 in the copy as well. So buy the box set. I think it's 5 to the box. Buy one of the 38s, and I'll send you this. You're not getting my other one, but you'll get this one. This one's got a little dink in the corner. That's why you'll get this one. But you're not getting the other one. You get all the autograph books. I keep autograph books. I like hoard the damn things. But I will send you this one because I got 2. I would have had 2 for 36 and 37 last year, but somehow another 2 of them got disappeared. I think I gave them to somebody at the when I was there a year before last. But if you do that, I'll give you this autographed copy.
What a deal!
And there's no other way you're going to get one of these. I can tell you that now. These were all hand signed right there. I got to watch them do it. You're not going to get it any other way than this. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, and it's so funny to watch them when they're signing these books. It is hilariously funny.
Yeah. For these guys, it's the first time they signed books, so that was like it is a super special experience.
So you don't know who you're going to get, by the way. And what I mean by that is you don't know who you're going to get that's going to be somebody in the future. That autograph may actually be worth something in the future. So, and then I set the alarm off. Hold on. That's what I get. That's what I get for setting things down the wrong way. Maybe we'll set them like that for right now. But that's these here. I was just talking about when you buy a 38, when you let me know whether you go through here or go through them, I will send you one of the from my guy. I think it's from 30 to 35 or 36. So you can ask me which one you want, and I'll send you one of those. I got matter of fact, I even got a backup copy of 36 and 37 that are not signed. So from 30 all the way to 37. You can have one, but you have to purchase one of the 38s. Get your friends down. I know it's still a little early for Christmas, but it's always good to be getting a book for the counter for Christmas.
Summer reading.
They're great stories. That's just it, though. It's if you like science fiction and fantasy, these are the best of the best new writers. And
believe it or not, people, I'm going to write a review on 38. I was asked by someone, some fictitious person over at Author Services to write a review. Some person I don't know. I think I don't know anyway. Guys, no, actually, I'm laughing, but everybody over there is great people. I had so much fun with everybody, and they're all such good people, and they're really kind, and they work their asses off the entire time this is going on. And I don't want to cut them short because they work their asses off year round, but in this particular event, they're nonstop. I never see anybody sitting lazy. Everybody's moving all the time. There's always something going on. Somebody's learning something, teaching something, getting interviewed by something. There's just always something going on. And of course, at the very end, there's a gala, which is always fabulous. And I think I ate a lot this year.
I think we all did.
I had my own personal. Larry was my own personal escort all day, which is interesting. And we're talking
Larry
about Larry.
Elmore?
No, Larry Nevin.
Oh.
Yeah. So last year. Real quick stories, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, this guy wouldn't even talk to me. He was like, "Get back, dude." I don't know. I must have scared him or something. I can be intimidating sometimes. I mean, I'm a little ugly, but this year he's like we long lost buddies or something. So I don't know what to say. I guess he recognized me from last year. But we had a couple of interesting conversations. Nothing on the record, but just some interesting conversations. And
well, he's the creator of Known Space, which is the one of the most popular hard science fiction series out there. And it's just, he's one of the judges that when the winners see him, they just kind of like look, but they're intimidated because he's like so famous as a science fiction writer. So it's funny.
That's probably what he thought. He probably thought of some crazy groupie last year. He's probably, well, get this groupie guy away from me. He was actually very, very nice guy. I got to talk to him quite a bit in this year versus last year. But like I said, it was all off the record conversations. We were just chatting about different things.
Yeah.
But they were all a lot of fun. Everybody, all the judges are great, by the way, guys and girls. They all take their time to talk to you and do it and just help you to become a better writer or a better illustrator. You heard me talking with Echo earlier. You've seen her artwork. I mean, this woman's actually stopping and taking her time to help you underlings learn how to do this. And not just what's so great about this, it's not just learning how to write or learning how to draw, it's learning the business end of it. Because you can be a great author, a great illustrator. If you don't understand the business, you're never going to get anything out of this.
Yeah,
that's right.
So I mean, it's far more than that. So all I can tell you is submit. That's all you'll ever hear out of my mouth is submit. But
yeah, and the Rise of the Future podcast, which you air every week, each new episode. The whole purpose of that is to provide these extra tips and just what other professionals have gone through to get to where they are now. Because you can look at some and go, "Oh, I'll never be like that." And you don't realize the humble beginnings so many of these pros went through. You kind of think, okay, well, I could never do that. There's a guy who's one of our judges and illustrator judges, and he is he's Craig Elliott is his name. He's been following Writers and Illustrators of the Future since it first started in the 80s, and he never entered the contest because he said he wasn't good enough. He didn't think he was good enough. He now runs art direction at Disney, for animation. And he ran it. He was the head director for animation at Netflix before he went over to Disney. I did a podcast interview on about a year and a half ago. And he said, yeah, I could never enter the contest because I didn't think I was good enough. I mean, it's just how crazy it can be that somebody can be so uncertain of themselves and so, self-critical that they never get off the first base to actually even see that they've got something. And that's what we try to do with this podcast, is to let you know, like, these are people that you look
they were like you.
Yeah, they were like you. You're thinking like, oh wow. So if you just take a look at the podcast, I've done 170 interviews so far, and so many of them that's one of the things that we do for the authors and artists is how it was when you first started and what their curve was. And it's so like everybody, so many other people out there that you don't realize it's persistence that makes the difference. And these guys just wouldn't give up. You got Larry Elmore, you're talking about, you just spent some time with him. He's brilliant. He's amazing.
Oh, Larry was great.
I mean,
him and Tom and I.
He didn't have to sleep. He wouldn't sleep. He just loves to paint.
Oh, I noticed because him and Tom and I, we were talking, and I forgot one of the winners was with us. And we were in his suite, and it was, I don't know, we were just chatting. It was 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I got to go, guys. I got to be up at like 9. I said, but it was it's just those conversations you can't pay for. I mean, those are things, it's stuff I get to hear. We talk about that won't make it on to the press, but it's great for me. It's great filling back. So when I'm talking to him about other stuff, I can use it. I use that conversation when I talk with him. And Tom and Echo in that interview I did with him. The conversation I had with him and Tom made that next interview much easier conversation. But know what's different for me this year is I got to see the people that came in when they first got there, and they were a little bit nervous, a little bit sketchy, a little bit antsy. And by Friday, they weren't. None of them were. I noticed when they got on stage, they're pretty good. Nobody was trying to fall over, kill themselves, do anything stupid in general. It's people, you got to understand, they put in a big gala with a lot of people there, and the winner's not alone, but there's a lot of other people there, stars and stuff, and it's easy for somebody to make a boo boo, and somehow or another, Emily manages to pull it off. I'm not sure how, but they do a great job, and everybody there was doing a great job, and it's nice to hear these people get up there and talk and accept their awards and give credit to they need to give credit to, and you can see the confidence in them versus when they got there the week earlier. It's not something you can pay for. I mean, you'd have to go to school for freaking 5 years to get that amount of confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just no way. I mean, if you were just in art school learning for so I'm not going to say it like that, some nice artist person or nice illustrator, nice author person, somebody who's not famous but understands the business, it's going to take you a lot longer to learn the things that you learned in these 5 days. I mean, really, guys, I don't even know how to express the amount of information that is passed through the time you're there. I was, last year, the year before last, I spent a lot of time with the illustrators. This year, I spent a lot of time with the authors. But there's a ton of stuff. I mean, there's just a ton. Like making them write a story in 24 hours. I still think that's hilarious. I love that.
But it shows them that they can do it. You know, these guys, some of them take an entire quarter to get their story submitted, and the thought of writing a story in 24 hours is just impossible to most of them. But they all did it. They were great. I mean, year after year, and a lot of these guys sell their 24-hour stories, and it just shows them that they can write quickly, they can be productive, and they can put a story out. But we don't just send them off to write a story. I mean, it's part of the workshop where they actually have story prompts, they do research, they set themselves up before they get launched for a story. They're set up very well to go write that story before they go.
Right.
Yes. They get a ton of information, and I could tell this year because whenever it hit me to start writing a little bit, a lot of what I heard must have been stuck in the back of my head. So let me put it this way, ladies and gentlemen: if an old coot like me can sit down at 2:00 in the morning and start banging out 1,000 words, 2,000 words, if you got talent, just think what you can do. I mean, just spending any time with these people, if you even got a little bit of talent, you're going to come out way better off. I may actually get 2 books out of this. I know. I want to know how to act. That's why I've been trying to get, well, the documentary thing, I don't know if it'll ever get done, but these other 2 will probably actually get done. And fortunately for me, I know a lot of people at Writers of the Future, so I'll send it over and let them take a look at it. And some woman who's been bugging me to write a book for 4 years, I'll send it to her just to make her crazy. And she can read it to John late at night. John be full of his hair. Like, all right, man, just close that thing already. It's no, I'm just teasing, guys, but it's I mean, and it's the only way I can say it. If someone like me can sit there after and I remember, guys, I wouldn't participate in these classes. I was sitting there working press. Most of the time I was either listening to what was being said about different things, or I was snapping pictures, or driving some other person crazy who was snapping pictures. Believe is going to shoot me. She sees all the pictures I got of her this year, but it's, I got some good pictures of Ollie out, by the way. I got John's new profile picture this year. It looked great. He was a great picture. But what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, is so I'm only half listening when I'm there. And still I managed to pick up that much information. I mean, just think if you're sitting there part of the course. And these judges take time. It's not like when you're in public school, they take time. They come and talk to you. They get in your face. They explain to you where you made your mistakes and where you did good. You know, you just don't get that kind of education these days. I'm just telling you, you have to pay to get what you're going to get from them. You'd have to pay big, big money. I just want to be honest with y'all about that. But anyway, submit, join. It's the only way you're going to win. If you want one of these books, go get 38 and let me know, and I'll send them to you. And
it's really easy to get it. You just go to Amazon. And you just click it, and then just take a screen cap and send it to you, and then they can. Yep. And it's a done deal.
And then you can get a book sent to you. And you know what I said about? Oh wait, now we're going to have a bidding war for 38. Do you mean the autographed one? That's fine. Y'all want to send? That's how. Look, we'll go to highest bidder. I'm not talking money wise, book wise. Yeah, we'll go to whoever sends the most books. I can go that way. Look, that's fine by me. Yeah.
So what volume is that you got autographed?
I got 2 38s autographed, and I got a 36 and 37 autographed. But I only got one of the 36 and 37, so they're going to my personal library. But yeah, this one right here that's standing up, that 38's staying with me, and then the other one I will let go out. And what do you mean? Do I have any 38s not autographed? No. Only had the 2 because that's the ones they had when we were there.
So on the 38s, you can get the 38 ebook on Amazon right now. There's an exclusive happening right now on the ebook. But then the actual book itself, you can pre-order it now. You'll get it June 28th.
Yeah. So if you want to get one of these now, you don't want to wait till June 28th. Just go order that one. If you're going to pre-order, just let me know, and then I'll have it sent out to you. But when y'all do it, I know last year y'all had this tendency to send me all your information but your address. I need your address, people. I can't send you a book if you don't send me your address. I had people give me their emails, even their phone numbers, everything. Hell, one of them even sent me their credit card number. And I wrote them back, no, I need your address, your home address. I don't need nothing else, just your home address. I can send you the book. And no, you don't have to pay for shipping. I'll pay for shipping. Don't worry about that. Just that's the way it works. It's for right now. So we got these 7. So if you buy one right now, I'll send you. No, I ain't giving you the ebook. You got to buy the book, people. No. You got to buy the real book. I'm just going to give you a try. Buy the real book, and I'll send you out one of these. And of course,
they can actually, Joe, they can actually go there. If they go to Amazon and order the ebook and buy the ebook, they can send you a screen cap of that, and that'll work too.
Okay, well, if John loves y'all, see, I don't love y'all as much as John does, so I'm just saying, I want y'all to spend more money. I know, hey, look, I keep hearing about we're out of COVID now and you got money to spend, so let's see y'all spend some. It's, I know from traveling, everybody and their mama's out on the roads and on the airplane, so. And, oh, you mean for the autograph one? Yeah. Let's just put it like this. Whoever sends me the first case gets it. How's that? No, because we're not going to get into a book bidding war because it'll turn into some nasty fight and we're not going to go there. So whoever gets me the first case gets a book. How's that? Yes. Or gets it to the school first.
Probably on the autograph one, there's at least 25, 30 autographs in there, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All of the writers of the short stories, plus many of the judges, Capayas.
Yes, you're just not going to get these. Well, I know Echo's in there for sure too, and Tom's in there, and some other ones. I don't know how many of the illustrators are in there, but I think all the authors are in there. And people, you're not going to get it anywhere else. The only other autograph ones they have, either John and Emma got it, the winners, the guy. So you're not getting your fingers on those. I don't know what to tell you. That's the only one in existence that you can get your fingers on. So all I can tell you is go for it. Yeah, it's got a lot of. No, I'm not gonna pull it out because I don't have to go through it and flip through the pages. But that's what these. But that's Emily knew what it was when she seen these. See the little stickers in there, the page markers for where you got to autograph. That's what that's for. You what? You want me to give you this with the page? Well, no, that's just not gonna happen. Oh, people. And no, before you ask again, Glenn, the poster back there is not going anywhere. You can't see it right now, but it's back there. Trust me. We're on a different angle because of the books.
So the moral of the story is get your book, get your books, and you can also, if you want to enter, you can enter the contest right now. We're open for this quarter. So the next quarter is wide open. We're accepting entries from anywhere in the world. And it's a short story up to 17,000 words. The only qualification is that you're not professionally published. So... Yes.
And it's free to enter.
Yeah, it's free to enter. Just go to writersofthefuture.com.
So enter is what she's telling y'all. Go out, enter. Just you can't win if you don't enter.
And if you need a booster, if you need some help, to write a story better, you can go to also writersofthefuture.com and take the online writing workshop.
Yes, it does help too.
That's with Orson Scott Card, Tim Powers, and David Farland.
Yes, it does help too. Trust me when I tell you that. But it doesn't matter how crappy you think you are. Okay, I know I can't write, and I'm still doing it. So all I can tell you is if you think you have a little time, and again, I'm going to say this again, and I heard the judges say this, which I got a big kick out of. Don't give it to daddy to read, or mom to read, or your best friend to read. Give it to somebody that's going to give you really constructive criticism, because if my son gave me his book, I said, well, look how good it is. Even if it sucked, it'd still be, look how good it is. I'm just being honest. And it is a good piece of advice to give it, whether it's your artwork or your author, you should give it to somebody who's going to give you an honest opinion, not somebody who's just going to tell you it's good because they love you. Okay. Well, if you want to do it professionally, you need to be able to take constructive criticism. That's just part of the business. That's any business for that.
If you don't have somebody to read your story, you can also go to the Writers of the Future forum. If you just go to writersofthefuture.com, you'll see the forum on there. And there are people there that read each other's stories, and it's a whole writing group. And there'll be people that have been entering the contest for a long time or that have won the contest that can help you out there. Yes, and some of the winners are quite entertaining, too, I got to tell you. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of fun talking to a lot of them. Janine, between John and I, everybody got interviewed. Nobody got missed this year. I don't think anybody got missed. So you can go. I'm putting them up daily. There's still 16 or 20 of them already up on YouTube. I think I'm putting up about another 10. I know John's got a bunch that are going to be coming and going over the next few weeks. So between the two of us, everybody got interviewed.
Yeah, and so, I did the art reveal. That was 2 weeks ago. I posted that one, which was just went around interviewing people as they were seeing their art for the first time. And then this week we have running the. I interviewed the 2 grand prize winners the morning after the awards ceremony, and that was really a lot of fun interview too, doing that one. Yeah. I like doing a couple of the mixed interviews this year where I had multiple people on at one time. Yeah. I mean, you can't do it with everybody. Like with Lazarus, I wanted to take my time with him. With Natalie too, I wanted to take my time with her. I wanted to spend some time chatting with him because I knew she was a little nervous, and being from Spain, she was worried about her accent and stuff. I said, sweetie, you hear my coon ass accent? You ain't got nothing to worry about. I said, if people will pay to listen to me, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
And she was fun though. She did a good interview, and she settled down about once. I tricked everybody this year. Y'all didn't see what I did, huh? Let me show y'all what I did. I played dirty pool this year. So anybody who looked a little nervous to me, I handed them this. I said, "Here, grab it like this, and just hold it down in your lap where you can't see it. Just remember." And that was it. They went from to, and nobody moved. That's called. It's another mic. It's another hanging mic, but it's just more stuff when I'm with y'all or doing any kind of remotes. It's just nice to have. And I just gave it to them and told them to hold it. And once that mic got in their hand, they stopped fidgeting, they stopped moving, and they just got still. And they did the interview. They were fine after that. They just needed it. Some of them just needed that mic to hang on to. Don't ask me. It just made them feel better. So
that's good.
Great.
So it worked out good. And I always got my Yeti's always with me, always bringing it anywhere I go. So I actually got 2 of these or 3 of these now. I don't know where. I thought I had 2 last year. And I did, apparently. Just didn't know where they were. My studio's a disaster. What's that, Janine? What do you mean? No, just you can go to galaxypress.com. You can go to Amazon. You mean to buy 38? You can go to Galaxy Press for all of them.
Except for 38 is on Amazon right now. It's not a Galaxy. So good. If you want any of the earlier volumes, go to galaxypress.com. 38 is just available right now on Amazon.
And Dean, good. You know what? If you're listening, that's where the pad's at too. So why don't you just take your little happy ass over there right now while you're listening to me. Don't worry about what I'm talking about, guys. That's on a different note for a whole different thing. John knows what I'm talking about. Emily does too, but the rest of you, I have not a clue. And yes, he had to confess. I'm going to say that on air. I'll tell y'all afterwards. But guys, don't forget, you can only win if you submit. Okay? And no, you can't submit. Bruce, why would you submit anything to me? I'm just going to laugh at you. You need to send it to people like them because I'm going to go, what is this, man? Come on. It's supposed to be a robot. Get the hell out of here. See, they'll be nice and kind and say, no, thank you. Submit again. I'd be cruel and vicious. Like, that's a story. What? Are you on crack? No, you see, that's why you don't send me stuff. No,
that's bad.
I am bad. I admit it, though. Somebody's got to keep these people in line, man. That's my job. See, y'all's job is to be nice and sweet and kind. My job is to keep their butt straight.
We ourselves don't actually do the judging. The judging is all done by either, if it's the writer contest, it's all big, awesome New York Times bestselling authors like Orson Scott Card, Brandon Sanderson, Larry Niven, Tim Powers, Dean Wesley Smith, Todd McCaffrey. If there's about 30 judges that will see the stories. On the illustrator side, you have, if you're sending your artwork in, you're going to get, Bob Eggleton and Craig Elliott and Dan Dos Santos, Larry Elmore, who did all the original Dungeons Dragon art. Yeah, Echo Chernik, who's like everywhere. Go to the supermarket.
Who was just on before they were on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's who's judging the stories. And when you send your story in, it's blind judge. So when you send it in, your name comes off and it just gets assigned a number, and that's what goes to the judges. So you don't have to worry about, they go, wow, Bill really sucks, because they don't know who it is. So you have nothing to lose.
Yes, and they don't. Y'all, you can take it to the bank. Now, I've been there enough times to know that everything's blind judged. No, that was Echo Chernik. She was on just before them. Yes, and we were showing erotic art. How's that? Fine art. We'll just call it fine art. She's got some great oils, by the way. They don't judge that. Actually, I don't know why y'all don't, though, because y'all make excellent judges. I know y'all read all kind of stuff. They would make great judges. I guess it's just better for them to stay out of the judging side of it. Yeah, it probably is better that they stay out of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gene, you got a novel, not a novel. You got anything under 17,000 words, submit it. And just go over to galaxypress.com and submit away.
Yeah, and one thing too that'll happen is if you listen to the awards ceremony, because it's also on your site as well as on our YouTube page. These people talk about how they've been entering like for 10 years, 12 years, that they work at it. It's not something if you send one story or one piece of art and all of a sudden, okay, I won. And if you didn't win, then all of a sudden, okay, I guess this isn't for me. They keep working at it,
Yeah.
So they've entered 15, 20, 25 times before they got good enough that they could win. Some of them, I guess there's a couple that won first shot, but that is so rare anymore It's just you build up. You get, you write and you write and you keep on writing, and you just get better and better. That's how a writer becomes a writer, by writing. The same thing with an artist. When I was talking with Zane, who's the grand prize winner this year, he said, "Yeah, it's like you got to take your first 5,000 hours of painting and stuff like that, and that's just what you need to go through to be able to start building your own style. Because at that time you're copying others. You're trying to be like Larry Elmore, you're trying to be Frank Frazetta or some other famous artist before you actually start getting your own style. So you just need to keep on working it and submitting and working and submitting. And then eventually you make that grade. And our winners and judges are all like, they're amazing. And we have a really high percentage of the winners that go on to professional careers. Some people decide, okay, I wanted to see if I could do it and I did it, but now I want to go and do something else. That happens. But it gives such a leg up to a career as a writer or an artist. And even if you don't go into writing novels, but you want to be able to, we've got one winner that writes manuals for Lockheed Martin. So, it gave them that credit that they could put on their resume that made them hireable. So it's something that you can really, if you really have a love affair with a muse, take advantage of this, because that's why Owen Hubbard created it originally in 1983, was to provide that opportunity. And it's been going strong ever since. He's over $1 million of his royalties have gone towards paying awards to the winners. So we've had over 700 winners over the last 38 years.
Yeah. You should get out there and submit, people. What is that?
This book.
Oh, you're talking about the other Miss Show. No, she follows us. Yeah, that's the Outer Realm. That's the Roche. Yeah, she'll be on in a little while. She'll be on about 10, 15 minutes. Yes. Does aggravate her, don't aggravate me. It's her show. Just go bug her about whatever that is about. It's to answer your question from earlier when I seen it posted. So I've met people who have taken 36 times to win, and I've met people who have won first time and second and third time and 14th time and pretty much everything in between. This year, for some reason, they did see it be quite a few people who were first or second time. When I say quite a few, I'm talking like 2 or 3. We're not talking like a bunch, but it was a little bit odd. Anytime I hear him, it's first time I submit, I'll just have to take a look at him. Like, who are you? What are you going to be in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of your guests, Preston Dennett, I think entered 47 times.
Yeah, he was in poor Preston. We talked to him. But who took an interest in him was Dean.
Yeah.
Dean had me hunt him down while we were there, and wants to hook him up with now I forgot what it called. The thing they were using to sell people's books or stories. Now I don't know what it's called. Anyway, when I find it, I'll tell y'all again. I mentioned it on another show. Some app that somebody got $40,000 on, and somebody got $40 million on.
Kickstarter?
Yeah, Kickstarter. There you go. And that's what he wanted to hook up Preston with, I guess. So.
Oh, good.
Hopefully Preston will do well with it. Preston's one of those kind of guys. He's very laid back kind of guy. He likes to write. But see, that's one of the things I was asking the writers. They're both the winners and the published writers. How do you write? Do you just get up one morning and go to write? Because like Nick Redfern writes 9 to 5 days a week. That's how he writes. So, and puts out a lot of books. I think he's like at 140 now or something. So how he does that is beyond me. I don't know how you can. I guess it's a different kind of writing. I just don't know how you do it like that. Because most of the people I talked to said they would sometimes do it like it was work, but sometimes they would do it on different times or when they felt a certain way. And I did have a couple people tell me they could just sit down and start writing or painting. Matter of fact, Larry and I were talking about it. And he said sometimes he could just sit down and draw. And he would just, all of a sudden could do it on a schedule. And then sometimes he can't. But I asked everybody that question. So, what was your favorite mediums? Stuff like, especially with the artists, I want to know what they preferred. Was it oil? Was it digital? Was it canvas? Was it paper? And it varied between all of them, which was very strange. And it was really strange for me to see some of the older illustrators into the digital stuff. I was surprised. Not totally surprised, but surprised. So I was telling Echo, she said something about digital art. I said, even with digital art, I make a stick man. I said, I just can't help it. But we were talking about digital art before the stylist. How anyone did digital art before the stylist, I have no clue. I cannot understand how you know, because I did a lot of HTML website building, but just trying to draw anything with using the arrow keys is just gotta be a nightmare, man. Oh Lord, I feel for any artist who did that and made a profit out of it. Look, you got all my respect. I don't even know what to say to you. But with the stylus, I can understand why people want electronics. So you can fill in the colors, you can move it, you can do a lot of cheating. Even I know you can do a lot of cheating because I put it on my website. Other people's stuff. I was telling Echo she needs to do me a Daughters of the Moon tarot deck. I said, only if it don't put me in a pool house, girl. It's a lot of cards. It's 70, 72 or 78 cards. There's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of art involved in that. What is that, Kimberly? We got about 5 minutes. So what you got? No, if you buy 38, you can go to Amazon and get 38, and you can get the ebook, or you can pre-order the paperback.
That's right.
Yeah, and just send a screen cap to you. Then that.
And then I'll send you out the book. Make sure you send me your address though. No, you got to send me proof of purchase, yes, and the address, and then you're good to go. And I'll send you out.
Has anybody responded yet? Has anybody sent in a proof of purchase to you yet, Joe?
Actually, nobody sent me a proof of purchase, but I had 3 people write to me. One wanted 34. Where did it go? One wanted 34. One wanted 36. And where are my eyes? And one wanted 30. So when y'all send, you tell me now, but it don't do me any good until I get proof of purchase. If you send it to my email, I haven't checked my email yet, so I'll check in a little while when I hop offline with them, and then I'll check. If it's in my email, I will go ahead and send it to you. If you're on my friends list, you can send it to my messenger. Yeah, I don't mind, but only if you're on my friends list. Don't try to friend me because I don't have any room for friends. So, well, I got 3 personal pages and all 3 of them are maxed out. So there's nothing I can do. They're all at 5,000 each. Yeah, unless you're on there, unless you're somebody really, really important, I'm not going to delete anybody. So, what do you mean? Do I know everybody? Of course, I don't know everybody on those 3 pages. One page was supposed to just be family and nothing else, and somehow it snowballed into God knows what it is now. It was supposed to be only if you had the last name Montaldo, and it was like 1,000 people on there. And then all of a sudden, I let my admins loose, and everybody and mom was on there now. Well, yeah, we have admins that handle it. Matter of fact, Laura Lee's going to be taking over our social media when she comes back. She's out sick right now, but when she gets back, she's going to be taking over our social media for us. And Michelle DeRoche is the station manager, yes. So when you got moans, groans, bitches, or complaints, that's who you write to, not to me. Because if you send it to me, I'm going to send it to her. I'm just telling you now. I'm going to send it to her. Well, she's not as nice as I am. That's why. Yes. I'm sweet, and she's like the demon devil. Mm-hmm.
Right.
People always write to me that Emily's always so sweet. I mean, Amelia's always so sweet. Well, Emily is sweet, but regardless, Amelia's always so sweet, and Michelle's the mean one. I said, well, you got that one. I mean, no. I mean, Michelle's always the nice one, and Emily's the mean one. Amelia's the mean one. See, man, my brain is fried. And anyway, they got it backwards. Michelle, the mean one. Amelia's the sweetheart.
That's what you're saying.
I know. So that's what I said. I'm brain dead. And no, Emily's the lady sitting in front of me. For some reason, her and Amelia, I keep flip-flopping their names. Yeah, one of them going to slap the crap out of you sooner or later. Maybe that's what it's going to take to get it straight in my head. They don't even look the same.
She's a total sweetheart, and she's beautiful.
Oh, she
I don't
is.
mind getting
She's a sweetie pie, and she's getting over COVID, by the way.
No.
I think she's on like day 14. She's not a happy camper.
Wow.
She's mad because I got it over so much faster. I said, yeah, well, I just don't think I got it really bad. I got lucky. And I said, I don't know where I got it, when I got it, but I got lucky because when they tested me, said you got it, and the doctor said, my doctor was funny. She goes, you don't really look like you got it. She said, but I'm going to test you anyway, and sure enough, I was positive. She said, I don't know, you got lucky, Joe. You got a light version or something. I was like, whoosh. I said, it's all them damn boosters. That's what that was.
Yeah.
It's actually, Janine, I have no idea. I could have got it anywhere. I could have got. Only thing I was worried about is I didn't give it anybody to the thing. That's what I was most worried about. I wasn't really worried about having it myself, and I'd get over it pretty fast. But you're around a lot of people. I must have got it really late, like Friday or Saturday of that week or something. But who knows? No, I was clean pretty fast, like 5 days after I tested. I don't know. Some people get it for longer than other people, and I still feel some of the effects. I'm not going to lie, but it's not COVID. It's just aggravation, sinuses, and stuff. I'm back home living in the swamp. Yes.
You're about ready to bump us off here so that the ladies take over here.
Yes.
So.
Well, they can start while we're on, but we can only get 5 minutes, and they can start in between that time. It's what you got for John? English. No, that's jibber jabber. English. Okay. Oh, so Carol's writing in from California, actually from Los Angeles. She says, "How come you never submit a book?" She wants to know why haven't you submitted a book?
A book for what?
To Writers of the Future. I don't think you can.
That would be a conflict of interest.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I don't think you can.
Illustrators.
No.
You can take a look at all the press releases that come out. That's my writing there, and a lot of the articles. That's my writing. You can listen to my podcast. That's my news right there.
Stephanie said, "Send it to her, and she'll submit it on the slide."
Well, thank you for that wonderfully nice gesture.
No, he's not allowed to. Really, guys. Seriously, he can't. He'll get in trouble. Yes, him and Emily can't be writing and submitting. It's just the way it works because they're the bosses. The bosses don't get to submit.
Right.
Anybody else can, as long as you're not professional. Everybody else can. Really and truly, if you think, or even if you don't think you have talent, submit. The worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say thank you, submit again.
That's right.
That's the worst thing. Now, you might get lucky and get honorable mention, or somebody may take an interest and say you need to do this, that, or that. Can't guarantee that's what's going to happen, but if you don't submit, you don't know.
That's right.
So just all I can tell y'all is submit. I've been there 2 years now. They're honest people. They're exactly what they say they are. There's no funky wonky business going on. There's nothing on the download. Nobody's recruiting anybody for anything. It's just exactly what it is. It's an award. It's Writers of the Future, both writers and illustrators of the future, and it's exactly what they're doing. They're just helping out people who are illustrating and writing, and they're helping them out in amazing ways. So, again, if you don't submit, you won't get to find out. You can listen to me babble all day about it. You can listen to John and Emily babble, but still, if you don't submit, you won't get to find out. So I like meeting new people, so y'all need to submit. So one of y'all sooner or later going to be rich and famous and do some great movie that I'll get to interview y'all while you're rich and famous. So, well, John, so we're looking forward to this, okay? But again, if you don't submit, you can't win. John, Emily, anything parting before we get out of here? Any good thing you want to tell them?
The last thing is just, we really are sincere on this thing. These are really great stories. If you're a science fiction and fantasy fan, I can promise you, you're going to find a story in it that you really like, that you can really identify with, that you can really, sink your mental teeth into. It's just that good, because these are the ones that were, selected by your favorite authors. So if you like Dean Wesley Smith, if you like Robert J. Sawyer, if you like Larry Niven or Kevin Anderson, any of these judges that we got, this is who they say they want to be able to read. So that's why you should, check it out.
And you know what? These judges got a sense of humor. Trust me, because I pick on them while I'm there.
Yeah,
they could be just like, "Go away, little boy," but I like to pick on them. Everybody's is really nice there, guys. And everybody's there to work and to help y'all out. That's all I can tell you. Until you get there, no, we don't videotape any of that. Sorry, guys, it's not how that works. But it's all top secret. So the only way you're gonna get to know any of that stuff is if you win.
Or you can take in the elementary version on the Writers of the Future workshop.
Yeah. And you can always listen to what all of us talk about too about it, but still, until you get in there, guys.
Yeah.
So for all of those, go to writersofthefuture.com.
Yes. And submit. Take the course too. The course has helped me, even though I haven't managed to get all the way through it yet, even though I'm still writing stuff. I'm just telling y'all, it actually helps. I learned more about filler there. Between them and Tim, I learned enough about filler that I actually could get this book started. Well, that was a problem. And John and Emily heard me bitching about this before. It's like walking down the street in the sunlight. I never could get that. I could get the gist of what I wanted to put in it, fine. But without everything else, it just is jibber jabber. It's just jibber jabber. Well, so you need the filler in there. That's what I call it. They probably got a better name for it than that. But I'm doing it. So if I can do it, y'all can do it. That's all I can tell you. Get out there, submit. To Gene and John, I know y'all are both working on a book right now. Submit it. Submit it. And you mean the one about I actually going to submit that. Probably won't be till next year, but I don't know. If it goes fast, then I'll do it this year. If not, it'll be next year. But I know I'm definitely going to write about that. That's his contact though. It's about a one-night contact, so it'll probably come out to 5 to 10,000 words probably. Yeah, so yeah, no, where were you? Oh, that's right, you were at the meeting. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, I should learn to shut up at meetings, shouldn't I?
That won't happen.
Yes, that's true. That won't. Well, I don't know. We got Michelle now, so Michelle. She's the boss. She don't play around. So anyway, guys, I'm just talking about Michelle DeRoche. It's John and Emily Goodwin. They are great. They're from Galaxy Press. They do both of them work really hard. Check them out. They're exactly who and what they say they are, and just be sure to check them out. All I can tell you is I've worked with them close enough to now to know that the judges are who they say they are. They're not fake judges. They're not bullshit judges. You don't have to pay to get in. You're not bribing anybody to get your story in there. You're simply submitting it. And they don't really care what color you are, what sex you are. They don't even care what color hair you're is. And trust me, there's some weird color hairs in this group. It's just trust me on this. If you submit, if you're good, you'll get in. If you're not, they'll send you back something. But if you get to hear, if you see Joni's name on your phone, good things are coming, people. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's top secret, by the way. I shouldn't even say that. That's one of them top secret things. But if you ever see that certain spelling on there, something's good coming, or something close to good's coming. One or the other. One or the other. But I know we got to get out of here. Y'all be sure to check out Galaxy Press. I got a lot of good stuff over there. Y'all go over there. Dean, if you're listening again, that's where my pad came from. Get yourself over there. For everybody else, check it out. They got a lot of material. A lot of what you see behind me is over there. A lot of other stuff is there as well. I know people have heard me talk about the pads. It's a really great way of listening. A lot of different audio ways to listen over there as well for people like me who like to listen instead of read. Be sure to go over there and check it all out. And if you're going to get 38, go over to Amazon right now. You can go ahead and get the Kindle version, or you can pre-order the full version of the book. I know a lot of y'all still like, my wife's like that. She likes the tactile sense of reading. She just does. John sent me some stuff the other day. I was going to give her the audio version. She said no, she wanted the book. She gave me the audio version. She took the book. And she's been reading and reading. She likes to read it. Some people prefer the tactile sense. Some don't. I have no idea why that is, people. But we got to go because Michelle's going to be kicking us in the here in about 5 minutes if we don't get off her air time. Because we're still hogging up all the real live radio time. Right now, she's just on 8 video feeds. She don't get the real time until we leave. On that note, we're going to get out of here. John and Emily, you are always fabulous. And y'all, Echo was also great tonight. Y'all be sure to check out these archives. I will probably end up splitting these archives for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, because it's 2 different things we're talking. It's the same, but different. So I'll probably end up splitting them up. But again, one more time, if you want one of these books behind me, and this is very limited. There's only 7 of them, so it's going to go fast. After that, you'll just have to go get your 38 without getting a freebie, okay? But for now, if you go do it now, you'll get one of these. And again, whoever sends the first case to either myself or to one of the local schools, it can be it's either middle school or high school. I really don't want you to send it any lower than that. Send it to one of them because they'll be used there more. And Mississippi, trust me when I say this, needs every book they can get their fingers on. This is a state that has a high literacy rate, and anything we can do to help get that up is a plus for everybody. And on that note, we're going to get out of here again with that. Tell everyone thanks for tuning in to UFO Undercover tonight. I know he's on a different topic line, but still it is UFO Undercover tonight. Coming up next week, I'm not going to tell y'all until next week, so you know how I am. We're already booked out for 3 or 4 weeks, but I'm not going to tell you until the day of, or the day before. I'm sorry, the day before. On that note, good night and stay tuned for the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Emilia Pisano. Good night, everybody.